how and when you begin to compromise on your creative skills, and it is the creative freedom. Once you begin to compromise on that, it affects on every action that you take in our day-to-day lives. Everything that we do, every action that we conduct, everything that we process in our mind also get completely impacted once we fall and get inside of the trap, inside of the clutch of the societal pressure. That is when we begin to compromise highly on our creative study, on our creative work and the creative actions that we do. A person is drinking a glass of water and I am drinking the same glass of water. The way I am going to pour the water in the glass, the way I am going to pick up the glass, the way I am going to sip the water, the way I am going to intake the water and the way I am going to react to that water intake will be very unique and different from that other person. That is the creative unique point of every individual that has been blessed by the supreme consciousness, by the maker, by the designer of that universe. So once we lose on that personal touch, it is going to affect the performance level, irrespective of whatever you are doing, your family life, your personal life, your professional life. For instance, you are presenting and preparing a PowerPoint presentation. You have your points in nutshell. You are confident in your mind. The way you are going to speak up on those points, the way you're going to present those points, will it be book oriented? Will those points be influenced by the news channels that you watch? Will those points be influenced by the audience who is listening to you? Will those points be influenced by the boss or the client whom you are wanting to impress? Will those points be going to impress with last night what you watched on your television? Will those points will get influenced from the referral experiences that you have had in your life? It is the referral experiences, because what are the references that we are referring here to? It is about the past institutions, it is about the political scene, it is about the day-to-day actions of your life, it is about the past experiences you are referring to. Those are the references we are talking here, and those references will work on your creative expression, on your creative freedom. You will not have that freedom to be yourself and express freely the way you want to. This was an example of a PowerPoint presentation. Same applies when you are having a heated argument with, say, your brother, sister, sibling or a spouse or a partner, or there is some sort of family politics that you are subjected to. Any family member is presenting a point and you have to contradict that point, and you are sure that you are right, you are morally correct. And once you want to present that point, now in the back of your mind there are certain music that is playing, and the music and the sounds that is playing is, how am I going to sound? Is my father going to think that I am being selfish? Are my siblings going to think that I am being disrespectful? How are my family members going to think about me? How are the relatives going to think about me? How are they going to judge me? Conscious mind says that no, I am free, I don't care. But maximum people who tell themselves that I don't care, they are the most who end up caring the most, because it is a picture, it is a make-believe image that you want to set of yourself in front of the society as well as in front of your own self. But the subconscious is free and liberated, and it knows that it is getting consumed and it is being manipulated by the conscious mind. Don't let your subconscious get manipulated by the conscious mind, because your conscious mind is already in the grasp of illusion. So in order to bring out the best creative unique USP of yours, that is your unique selling point, that is your uniqueness you have been blessed with, in order to speak up what is in your heart with the same creative touch, you want to present something, you want to do some action, you want to accomplish a project, you want to complete a drawing, you want to work on a particular project, accomplish a particular consignment that you want to deliver, anything that you do. Creative liberation is about it, and if you want to win in this world and we have to come out with flying colors, it can be only possible with creative liberation, and it is only possible with the creative field, the creative freedom. We have to express and practice that creative freedom, because creative skill is directly proportional with the analytical skill. It is somewhere the analytical skill that is guiding every action that we do in our life. Whatever you do in public and whatever you do in private, what comes into action when you're in public is your analytical skill, and when you're in private, the analytical skill at that point of time is at subliminal level. It is somewhere sublime. It is not that active. It is in your passive mode, and whenever you're in your private, you do things that you will not do otherwise. But when you're in your public, at the time of that mind processing, your analytical skill is working on every action, on every thought processes that is impacting you in your action, and it is killing your creative freedom because it is taking the references from the past, from the back. You have to cut it. You have to cut that link, and you have to take the references from the positive experiences and not how people are judging you, not how in the past people have judged you, how many projects you have successfully accomplished, how many failures you have encountered in your life. If those become the referral point and the referral subject, then your creative expression can never become that free and liberated. That once you attain that creative liberation, you will see the kind of lifestyle changes that is happening in your life, the kind of bodily and mind changes that you are exploring and you're experiencing, and life will not remain just the way it is today or it was yesterday. Trust me, just give it a shot and try it on yourself and see how your creative skills are getting. You will be able to explore different creative ideas. Your mind will make you perform in so many creative ways that you will be shocked, you will be surprised with your own self that I can be this creative, I wasn't aware of. You just have to give it the try. Speaking of myself, I keep one thing in my mind whenever I am performing or doing something, that am I morally clear? Am I being able to help you out? Anybody who has come into contact with me, am I being able to contribute anything productive in that person's life? That's it. If I'm clear at that, now I don't care how the person is perceiving me, how you're perceiving me, what you think of me, how you judge me, what kind of human being you find me to be, what kind of a performer you think of me to be, how you look at me, how you're judging me. It doesn't matter to me. It might sound rude, but if I don't think that way, I will not be able to perform. This is here, I am making a effective action. I am making a conscious choice and a decision. I am acting upon my analytical skills. This is my way. I don't care what you think about me, and I have to do that. I have no choice, because the moment I begin to care what you are thinking of me, then suppose you have come in contact with me for any help. Now I will not say what is good for you. I will start to advise you in a way what will please you. For instance, you're having a fight with your spouse and I know that you're wrong. But in order to please you, if I start thinking that I'm caring for you, I will start saying you things that will appease you. But that's not going to help you. If I really want to help you, then I have to be morally very clear that I should advise you in a way that will bring you out of a mess, and that will sort something in your life. And productivity is what I'm going to contribute in your life. In order to do that, I have to expose you. I have to say that this is where you're completely wrong, and you have to stop doing it, and you have to work on yourself rather than blaming your spouse. Then when I'm morally clear on that, you may hate me for doing this, you may not like me, you might not come back to me for the next time, but that is not what should go in my head. What goes in my head is, am I morally clear? Am I doing my action? Am I performing? My intention is right when I'm doing any action. That is what closes the subject. Rest doesn't matter. This is only what matters. The intention and the clarity of the consciousness. That's it. So this is how, when you're working on yourself, in order to do that, what we have going to work on, we have to work on our analytical skills. Analytical skills are those skills, those handle the processes that are taking place in our mind, the kind our mind is processing a particular idea and it is forwarding that idea, and you are able to come in close contact with that idea, think on it, and finally implement that idea. So the emerging of that idea to the final implementation of idea, between somewhere there you begin to lose your creative freedom because of the analytical skills. Analytical skills are those within us that take up the referral points, the references from our memory, the references from our past experiences, the references from the present political scene, the references from whatever is going in the social media and the news channels. It is all going to impact you, and somewhere down the line when you present yourself, you have in your mind all those aspects, and that keep playing on you, and that deteriorates somewhere your creative freedom, your creative expression. We have to work on that, and we have to get over that. Make up a chart for yourself. Do it for 7 days, 7 different to-do lists. Suppose 10 points you're taking out. The first day, you have taken out that you're going to wear a particular dress, that you're not going to care about what people are going to think about you, and you're going to break the monotony. You're not going to wear what you usually wear, but you're going to wear what you have never tried before. Second, you are going to set up your meal in a way that is going to address a particular diet that you have not had before, and the diet will be completely depend on it is what is good for you and what you wish to eat, and not depending on that if I grow fat how people will think, or if I don't maintain my body how people will think. No. Third point, you're going to list out that today I am going to do this much amount of work that I have been not doing it and I have kept it pending for a long time now. Now it's not going to be pending. I am going to take out my pending point. This is my time limit. Put up an alarm. I am going to finish it. Your today's list is accomplished. Now next day, take out another 10 points to work on your analytical skills, and those points should not be similar to what you did yesterday. It should be different, and it should be completely in sync with your day-to-day activities. For instance, take out a paragraph reading book and say, I am going to do paragraph writing. I am going to completely write my heart out, whatever is within me. Take a particular topic, take a particular word, and whatever is coming to your mind in context to that word, just make a paragraph of it. Just keep writing. Just one paragraph a day. That's it. Next you're going to set up your kitchen work. Okay, if you're already a part-time worker or you invest some time in your kitchen, it's fine. If you don't, make up your mind, today I'm going to give this much of my time to the kitchen, regardless of what my family members think or what others think of me. I am going to give this time to the kitchen. And already, if you do your household work, if you're involved in a household work, break the monotony and say, today I'm going to do anything, but I'm not going to touch a single household work. Next, you are going to set up a particular date out for yourself. Go with yourself on a coffee date. Just you and your laptop or your lappy or anything that you're comfortable with. Just you and your gadget. If you want to go out on a coffee date and sit on it, think and spend time with yourself. Look around how many people are there. Do not care what people are thinking of you, and that will be your exercise, that those are the people. Anybody who is not me will not decide or will not judge me how I'm going to behave, how I'm going to sound, how I'm going to react. Certain points you have to take out, certain exercises you have to do to break the monopoly of the people, the thoughts of that monopoly that is having their better of you. They are getting their hold on you. You have to break the pattern, you have to break the monotony and get hold of yourself. Take charge of your mind. You have to break the past references. So do take out such 10 points every day. Just 7 different points for 7 days a week. 7 different points. Okay, then the next week you can repeat this exercise. You can repeat the points also. Just do this for 1-2 weeks and you will see a change or shift that is taking place in your analytical skills. The shift in your thought pattern that is taking place, and it will work on you, and you will see the changes for yourself, how your creative expression is being more liberated and how you're getting more and more creative. But you have to take out that time, you have to make out that conscious decision to work on yourself. Bread 41 days of life-changing course, life-changing experience, no dependency. What the slavery? Bread.